Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Our project title is Profiling the Malay Traditional Tenggarung Textile Motifs and Pattern Design by Using Digital Motion Content. And these are our team members, led by Mr. Muhammad Jamil Amin, followed by Ms. Indah Murni Hairul Anwar, Muhammad Amir Aiman bin Badrul Hisam, Ali Safia Ajmal Hanum binti Ahmad Radzi, and Professor Arba'iyah Abdul Aziz. Textile in the Malay world began in an early era of the Malay Kingdom, and Malay textile portrayed the great achievement of the Malay civilization in aspect of art, craft, history, culture, custom, belief, and economy. The Kain Tenggarung is another magnificent example of Malay handwoven textile that were integrated with the skills, creativity, knowledge, and luxury of the Malay traditional textile arts and crafts. It has also been practiced as a Malay grand tradition art form in the Malay society. Nowadays, the Kain Tenggarung is an unfamiliar Malay textile amongst youngsters and less produced by local Malay weavers due to a lack of demand among Malaysians today. This study aims to profile and document the traditional Tenggarung motifs and pattern design through creative digital motion content to educate the higher learning students in preserving the Malay traditional textile art and cultural heritage. This is qualitative research using primary and secondary research approaches for data collection. The in-depth research study on the Kain Tenggarung textile artefact collections is used to seek research findings. Meanwhile, this study also exposes and educates the youngsters, especially the tertiary students, about the uniqueness of the Kain Tenggarung through digital motion content. This study is of utmost importance to preserving and documenting the motif and design of the Kain Tenggarung as a Malay traditional handwoven, while also raising awareness about the art of Malay traditional textiles, especially the Kain Tenggarung. The Malay textile art is manifest through a long journey of eras, achieving its golden era of Malay textile during the 15th century. It were integrated with the type of textile usage in a way of materials, technique, motif, and design. The Kain Tenggarung is a vertical striped Malay textile made by the technique of ikat weaving, and it was supplementary with gold thread songket motif, especially in the head part and edge part of the fabric. The culture of the Kain Tenggarung was integrated with Hobbinian culture, and it was blended with local Malay Peninsula textile art, especially at the eastern coast of the Malay Peninsula of Kelantan and Terengganu. The reasons for modernization without preserving the importance of Malay cultural heritage is that it makes the Kain Tenggarung neglected, and Kain Tenggarung are becoming unfamiliar Malay textiles due to less production by local weavers. Quote Rosalie H. 2022. And second problem statement is the entering of imported brocade fabrics from India and Pakistan into the local Malaysian market makes the Kain Tenggarung not becoming a main fabric choice due to a lack of information and unappreciation of Kain Tenggarung amongst youngsters, quote Leong C. in 2023. The preservation and documentation of the motifs and design patterns of the Kain Tenggarung are implemented using digital motion content and information delivery. The usage of a digital motion platform was implemented to spread information about the uniqueness and beauty of Tenggarung textile motifs and pattern design in the form of Kain Sampin Tenggarung. The Kain Sampin is always worn by the Malays during special occasions and events. The application of digital motion content is applied by digital software of digital video creators. The information about Tenggarung motifs and pattern design is described and explained through digital motion design and interactive images. In the diagram figures and visual documentation, we can see how they position all of the motif along the Kain Sampin. So as such, we have motif rama-rama, motif bunga cengkeh, motif pucuk rebung lawi ayam, and also motif air molek. On the next slide are the selected motif of Kain Tenggarung that has been animated using After Effects. The first motif is motif air muli, which literally means returning water. Next is motif pucuk rebung lawi ayam, a combination of a sickle feather of a chicken with bamboo shoots. And then we have a motif of butterfly, a direct translation of motif rama-rama. Last but not least, we have motif bunga cengkeh, an inspiration from clove. The authenticity of the Tenggarung motif design and pattern need to be profiled for preserving and protecting those motif and pattern designs for intellectual properties or IP. As it makes more protected and preserving, the Tenggarung motifs and pattern need to be listed as national heritage, tangible as fine artwork of Malaysia. The Malaysian, especially youngsters, must be informed and explained about the uniqueness and beauty of Kain Tenggarung as part of Malaysia textile art and heritage that inherited from past Malay designers and artisans. As stated in novelty, the Tenggarung motifs and pattern must be preserved and protected as Malaysian motifs and symbols of Malay textile, hence registered as IP for future references. These motifs and pattern design also could be listed as Malaysia's cultural heritage of tangible art forms. Meanwhile, every Tenggarung motifs and pattern design must be commercialized into textile fashion merchandise and clothing. As a conclusion, this method of preserving and documenting the Tenggarung motifs and design pattern is creating more engaging and educating youngsters, especially higher learning students, to appreciate, respect, and be knowledgeable about Malay cultural heritage art. Especially the Kain Tenggarung is one of the Malay designer and artisan creations that are portrayed in textile art. Through the digital motion design content that creates more interactive education and delivery methods to gain more spirits from youngsters to preserve and celebrate Malay cultural heritage art in terms of form and content. And that's it from us. Thank you.